Hello and welcome to A Time to Think, Volume 07.05 by Pastor Billy Joe Hillbilly. I believe that human beings have an essence that goes beyond their physical selves, an eternal soul, a spirit trapped in this physical form. I believe we are more than meets the eye. Since I am convinced that there's more to humans than just bodies, that's why it's one of the many reasons, I guess, that I have such a problem with, the idea that life began millions of years ago in a pond of, goo, and it just amino acids combining. You see, even if life was created that way, nothing in that would explain the existence of a soul, of a spirit, that's outside of the physical, that there's something more than just the human body and the physical world. What kind of natural phenomenon could have created life spontaneously? No. And even if it had happened that way, even if life began in that form or in that fashion, what explains the soul? I mean, there are lots of people that believe there's an essence to human beings that goes beyond the physical, beyond the things that you can actually touch and taste and smell and hear and whatever. Is it really that much of a leap to believe that there is one outside of the physical that created the physical? Can you really think that the physical just happened on its own? That life just built itself from amino acids floating around in a pool of goo? I mean, I don't know. Somehow creating life in a test tube with just mixing chemicals, give it a good shake, I don't know what, little carbon and some oxygen and some hydrogen and whatever, and you just give it a really good shake and suddenly you've got life. That these elements are going to combine into molecules, and those molecules are going to then form into amino acids, and those amino acids are going to form strands of DNA and RNA and on and on and on and on, and really that's just doesn't seem very plausible, does it? Anyway, neither here nor there, I guess, but it seems crazy to think that we're just physical forms and that there's nothing more to us. I will always believe and that there's more to mankind than just bodies. If we were nothing more than just physical forms walking around on the planet, there was nothing beyond our lifespan, if there was no eternity, if there's no spirit, no soul, no afterlife, why not just do whatever you want to do whenever you want to do it? you know, I mean, there'll be repercussions perhaps in the here and now. I mean, if you decide you didn't want to end somebody else's life, or whatever, there'll be punishments and so on. But what does it really matter? You're not. When you die, you just die. Just close your eyes and become some unconscious. You're gone. There's nothing left. That's horrifying. Really, it's scary. It's sad. It's to think that this is it. There's more. I can sense it. I believe believers can sense it. It's funny. I'd considered this for a while, and then at some point I heard a song, I think it's called One Trick Pony by the group Mercy Me, that talks about being open-minded. And they state it well. Christians believe in something outside of themselves, outside of the physical, outside of what you can see with your eyes, or you smell, or taste, hear, touch, whatever. That there's something beyond that, and yet Christians are called closed-minded. Really? That's kind of silly. I say it's pretty open-minded to believe in something you can't see. You can't, believe that there's a power beyond us. And we're closed-minded? No, I think it's scientists who aren't willing to entertain that possibility, that there's more to life than what you can see. That to me seems extremely closed-minded, that you're limited by just sight and smell and taste and touch and hearing, that you believe that that's all there is. I mean, if it's just our eyes, not aided by some electronic or some device or whatever, we would not know that there's infrared light and ultraviolet and radiation, and I mean, if we would just believe that all there is what we can see, then we're missing most of the universe. Really, we're missing so much because we're limiting ourselves to just that. So who's to say that the equipment that we have now shows us everything? The tools we have available now to peer to the deepest depths of space. How do we know that that's seeing as far as there is to see? How do you know there's not more? Maybe we'll develop better tools someday and be able to see spirits walking around us. I don't know. Who knows? But the idea that it just seems to be arrogant presumption that we now can see everything there is to see, that we know all there is to know, that we understand everything there is to understand, that we can explain it all. No, there is way, way, way more to it, I think. But I'm confident in that. So, anyway, just some things to consider, just some things to think about. There's more to the world and the universe than than I know, than any of us can really truly comprehend, really. So open your mind. Christians have. Have a good day.